Welcome back to another episode of Party Pooper. Thank you for continuing to watch. This week I'm talking about prepping for a colonoscopy, and I'm not just going to talk about the prep that the doctor tells you to do. I'm going to talk about the prep that I do. If you're going for a colonoscopy, or if you've ever gone for one, then you've probably heard the saying, the prep is worse than the actual colonoscopy itself, and in most cases this is true, but I feel like I've experienced it both ways. Quick rundown of what a colonoscopy is. It is basically a procedure that requires you to fast for 2 days so a doctor can get a clear view of your bowels when he ventures up your bum with a camera. There's obviously a little bit more to it than that, and I'm going to walk you through it. The prep process takes almost 48 hours. A doctor will probably tell you it'll take 36, but I throw in a little prep of my own. The day before the colonoscopy, you're going to be restricted to a clear fluid diet. You're going to be hungry. On the day before prep day, you're still allowed to eat whatever you want. I love burritos, but burritos give me diarrhea, as I imagine they do most people. When I know that I'm going in for a scope and I need to clear everything out of my system anyways, I treat myself to a burrito. I don't recommend eating any foods that are going to cause you pain, but if it's a meal that you're avoiding because it causes you bath emergency, then why not treat yourself? You have to clear out your bowels anyways. The next day you're on your fluid diet, and around 6 p.m. you're going to have to take 2 laxatives as well as drink the solution, the dreaded colonoscopy solution. Your doctor will likely recommend a common brand that'll run you about $30. Percodan, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Whatever it is, this brand will run you half that and it'll do the exact same thing, and I personally don't think it tastes as bad. A few things you can do to make drinking the solution a little bit easier: mix it with some Gatorade, not red or purple, you cannot have red or purple fluid, add ice, drink it with a straw, chug it. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not gonna taste good, but you gotta get it done. About 30 minutes after taking the laxatives and drinking the solution, you're going to have uncontrollable bath emergency, or as what my friend Lisa from last week's video likes to call it, tap ass, and you won't be able to shut it off. That's the whole point. You're clearing out your bowels. If you don't follow these steps properly, then you're gonna end up just having to redo it. You're probably gonna wanna let your roommate or your family, whoever you live with, know that it's your prep night. And why not make it easier on yourself and just set up shop in the bathroom? Hopefully after a few hours, things settle down, your bowels slow down, and you can catch a little bit of sleep before the big day. You are going to have to get up at about 5 or 6 in the morning to drink more of the solution and to flush out whatever else might be left. This part isn't really that bad because at this point you're pretty much running on empty. When you go in for the colonoscopy, you're not going to be able to leave unless somebody picks you up. I recommend having someone take you in as well, because you haven't eaten in over 24 hours and you're completely empty inside. You're gonna be a little bit tired, you're gonna be a little bit dizzy. When you get to the hospital or medical center where you're having the colonoscopy done, they'll check you in, they'll ask you some questions, they'll suit you up in a gown, and they'll set you up with an IV for sedation. It's unlikely that you'll wake up during the colonoscopy or that you'll remember it when you do, but it does happen. It's actually happened to me every single time. After you're done the colonoscopy, you'll be rolled out into a patient waiting area where the only thing that separates you from the other patients and doctors are curtains. The nurse will come around a couple of times and encourage you to fart, because during the colonoscopy the doctor was blowing air and water inside your bowel so that he could see more clearly. If you don't voluntarily or independently let the air out, then the nurse will come around and help you with this process, and by help you I mean push on your stomach while air continuously comes out your butt. This literally sounds like a balloon, letting air out of a balloon. Okay, it's not usually that loud. Once you go home, you're probably going to want to sleep for a bit. The last tip I have for you is don't rush into eating solid foods again. You've just had a rather large camera up inside your bowels. There's going to be a little bit of sensitivity, plus you haven't eaten in probably about 36 hours. I recommend slowly introducing foods like soup and yogurt and jello, soft things that won't be too stressful on your insides. As rare as complications are after colonoscopies, they do happen. I had it happen to me and it's not fun. I think it was probably because I was so excited to eat after that I ate everything. Just to sum up the things we talked about today, buy the cheaper solution, drink it with ice and a straw, set up shop in the bathroom, have a buddy system, don't panic if you wake up during, gas will happen, and take your time reintroducing solid food. I hope these tips helped, and I would love to hear what tips you have. I've been really enjoying all of the feedback you guys have been giving me. I've been learning from you, so thank you for sharing. Next week I'm jetting off to the Junos in Calgary. While I'm there, I'm going to shoot a video about how to travel when you have Crohn's or colitis, so be sure to check it out, and I'll see you guys then.
There's something inside you. It's hard to explain.
You actually wish people luck when they go back into the stall?
I've done that.
Oh wow.
While it's traveling, and I'll come out because it's like awkward. But you know what you've just done. They know what you've done, so I'm like, have fun in there.